Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's get right into it. And as you guys can probably tell, the Bitcoin price had a beautiful pop towards the upside, and we went to grab that liquidity right around 27,500 to 27,000 as I expected yesterday. And again, I'm not always right, but when I am, I will let you guys know. And when I'm wrong, I'm also going to let you guys know, right? And no, we have not, my short theory is still in play. It has not been invalidated, right? We can still go to lower lows, and I still expect that that is going to play out in the coming weeks, right? I still expect in the later half of September that we are going to see more downside in the traditional markets like the S&P 500, the triple Qs, the Russell 2000. And again, these are like warning signs to people who are, getting long BTC. This is the lows, right? I expect lows, lower lows, and I'm not saying significantly lower lows. I'm not saying that we're going to 15, 12,000, anything like that. All right, we're going to take it level by level. And right now, the level to break is 25,000. And I think that once we break the $25,000 level, we're going to be headed towards 21 to 23,000. Although I think the more likely scenario is that we are going to go to 21, the high 21,000s, and that's just my primary count, right? And this is using Elliott wave strategy, right? So the Elliott wave indicators as well, you guys can use that, and using it with market cipher is just like, a cherry on top. It tells you exactly when the price is about to make its move. And right now, just looking at the chart, I think that we've topped out in the B wave here, and that we are going to start to head down into a C wave. But if this extends higher, right, and we come back up to a 29, 28,000, this could mean that the B wave high could still be in, like we could still be extending out here. But although I see this as the less likely scenario, and I still expect us to come back down. And once we come back down to 21 to 22K, I think that is going to be a significant low for Bitcoin. And I actually expect a lot of people to start to panic around this level, and they're going to start to unload and get out of their positions, and they start to expect a 15,000 once again. And I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that we're going to start to hold these levels here, and we are going to get a significant rally after that into year end, after maybe October, early November, depending on when we actually get the the low made. And then this would coincide with the markets actually pulling back as well. Let me just pull up a chart here for you guys. This would actually coincide with the markets coming down here in a fourth wave potentially. In wave 4, a lot of people think this wave 4 is already in, but I would argue that we are still in a C wave here in the S&P 500, and we are going to find a good amount of support right around the 4,200 area, and then potentially a rally back to the previous all-time highs, or maybe even potentially to make a nominal high in the market before really starting to roll over, and the economy will follow suit as well, right? But we're going to take it day by day and level by level, trade by trade. Okay, so right now, looking at the daily time frame, it is looking a little bit more bullish, obviously, with the price going up and the dual band strength index reflecting this with a 10 and a -4, right? So again, just looking at the chart right now, it is definitely looking up, looking a little bit better. It is firming up, but the primary count is still that this is a B wave, and that we are in negative money flow at the moment. So I still expect us to potentially fail, this rally to fail, and then start to reverse. So we may get a couple of more bullish days, and maybe even come back up and retest 28,000. But don't bet the farm on it. I would definitely be hedging, my longs if I was long here with some potential short positions, right? Or at least setting my stop losses in profit, or at the very least break even if you're longing right now. And just looking at some lower time frames, like the 4-hour, you do have some green money flow. Don't get me wrong, but it is not very strong green money flow price action that I'm seeing at the moment. I think that we are going to potentially start to reverse back down any day, or maybe any time this week. And I don't know, I'm not gonna time it perfectly, right? And again, I know when the price started to come back down here, I made that video and I was just expecting more downside, but that's not what happened. Actually, we actually bounced and we had a bullish divergence play out on the RSI, and I actually warned some people inside the Discord that we may come back up and grab some liquidity, right? So this is exactly what happened, right? So now the longs got wrecked here on this dump, and now the shorts are getting wrecked after opening a bunch of short positions after the price faked them out. So now that they've hit both sides of the trade, that could be really ready now to make its true move either towards the upside or the downside. And again, my opinion would be the downside, because right now you actually have a bunch of longs that are, you know, FOMOing in as the price is starting to rally. And again, this would coincide greatly with the market starting to come in as well. And then just looking at, I mean, the monthly time frame is looking very bearish at the moment. With market cipher, you have a 16 and a -5 at the dual band strength index. You got 2 red dots right there on market cipher A and market cipher B. Weekly time frame is firming up though. Gotta acknowledge that. That looks quite good with the 12 and the -2, but the week isn't over and things can definitely change. If the daily time frame starts to roll over here, the weekly can flip to it could flip to negative, or at the very least neutral very quickly. Or even if it closes the week bullish and we don't get any news highs made, the next weekly candle is surely going to be a lot less bullish. All right, and looking at the daily time frame on the wave edge, we can see that we don't have any real green crosses or anything like that, no longing opportunities. If we go over to the lower time frames, we actually have 2 red crosses here. I actually followed up with a pump, but now the price has started to come in a little bit. So we'll have to see if this pump continues, or if that was it, that was just a fake out and the price is now starting to roll over. And we take a look at the 4-hour time frame. We actually have a liquidation here for the bulls there. So the bulls are actually longing up probably right around 27,700, and then price started to drop pretty rapidly. So maybe you got some liquidations on the 4-hour. But yeah, you just have a bunch of red crosses at the moment, and actually no significant selling just yet. So you've seen that in the past. I've mentioned this many times. The bulls, the whales will accumulate significantly and unload as well as the price moves up. So accumulation, and then, you know, distribution, and then you also have a bit of accumulation here on the daily time frame before this massive move up. And this was illustrated on not just one chart, but many charts as well, like the Binance, Bitstamp, and Coinbase chart. They all show the same signals. And again, that's also what you want to do as well. Get into a good habit of checking multiple exchanges, because sometimes if you just look at one exchange, you may not get the same signals as all the other charts. Okay, so that's good there. I don't really have anything else to add. I'm still short-term bearish. I know this may upset some people, and I mean, I'm not trying to be, trying to upset you and tell you what you want to hear, right? I'm just telling you my thoughts on the market. If people always tell you what you want to hear, which is if you're always bullish, then you're going to lose, and you're a trader, especially if you're a trader, then you're going to lose a lot of trades that way, right? And then just for, again, to reiterate, I am very much bullish long-term on Bitcoin. I am by no means, a long-term bear. I don't think that Bitcoin's is a scam, it's going to zero, anything like that, right? I am a holder of Bitcoin, and I'm just trying to make some trades along the way and hopefully guide you guys into some nice profits with some leverage trades. So if you guys want to subscribe, feel free to hit the subscribe button. The link, also if you guys want to join the Discord, the link's in the description. And if you guys want to get access to my trades and Hayden's trades inside the Discord, the link is also in the description. And by the way, commercial money is still very much short, but we're going to get that report on Friday this week to see what they're going to do with their positions, if they're going to add, or how the market's going to do, how the market's going to play out. We do have a big FOMC day coming up on Friday, so that's going to be a telltale sign of what the market's going to do, if the rates are actually going to go up, if they're going to pause. Right now there's like a 99% chance that they're just going to pause. We did see the 2-year yield spike up on the open last night on Sunday, so that was pretty interesting. But overall, you know, the yields could potentially go higher in the coming months, and probably not at the next meeting because the probabilities are so low. But we'll see. We'll see. The Fed does not like to surprise, but maybe they're going to pull a rabbit out of their hat this time. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I love you all.